You don't have a traffic problem, you have a marketing problem, and there's a big difference. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact 4-step system I've used to help Shopify brands scale to $10 million per year. You'll learn how to attract the right customers, turn them into buyers, to keep them coming back and make even more sales on autopilot. My name is Steve Merrill, and I've spent over $5 million of my own money on ads and sold over $60 million online. Now, let's get to it. One of the biggest challenges I've had with selling online, and the same thing I hear over and over again from Shopify founders, there's way too many ways to do marketing online. Should you do live selling, social media, create a Facebook group, run some ads, work with influencers, start an affiliate group, send some emails? Honestly, the list goes on and on and on. And underneath every single one of those is an ecosystem you'd have to learn how to perfect in order to get great results. After banging my head against the wall for years, I finally figured out a system that allows me to predictably generate sales for my business that I now use to help other businesses do the same. It eliminates all the confusion and helps you find customers where they are, engage them in your ecosystem, keep them there longer, and drive them to buy. The ACRO Marketing Machine is a complete system for your business that addresses every step of the journey from a person learning about who you are to becoming a customer. So the simple 4-step process all starts with advertising, then leads to contact, building relationships, and then making offers. I'm going to give you a very simple formula for e-commerce that you can follow that I've used to scale my brand to $10 million a year. So make sure you watch till the end when I give you that very simple formula. Let's get into the details of each one of these. The A in the ACRO stands for advertising. This is the way that you get new people into your ecosystem. If you're not getting new people visiting your website every single day, you're not growing. So this is one of the key steps to growing your Shopify store. So advertising is all about getting in front of the right people. And again, there's hundreds of ways to advertise. The key here is finding your customers where they are. And again, if you're in e-commerce, at the end of this, I'm going to give you a very specific plan that you should be using to grow your Shopify store by advertising in the right ways. Some examples of advertising: Facebook and Instagram ads, YouTube, Google ads, SEO, influencers, social media. These are all formats that you can use to get in front of new people and grow your brand. Now, here's a key tip for you. Ads get more and more expensive every single year. The brands that I see winning combine paid advertising with a really strong organic social strategy at the same time. One of the common mistakes here is that you're running ads without a clear follow-up plan. Now, what does a follow-up plan look like? That's the next step in the ACRO framework. Now, the C in ACRO stands for contact. Contact is your first opportunity to make money. If somebody visits your website, now you have their attention. It's time to engage them. And there's 3 things that we pay attention to when people do come to our website. Number 1, every single person that visits your website is an opportunity to do 2 specific things. Number 1, clearly we want them to make a purchase, but number 2 is to gather their contact information. Now let's do some really simple math. Let's say you get 1,000 people to your website and you have a really strong conversion rate of 3%. That means you're going to get 30 people that buy from you. Not bad. Now let's say we also engage a really high converting opt-in form, one that does a mix of things. So we're incentivizing people with things like quizzes, giveaways, discounts to give us their contact information. We now have the opportunity to market to that person perpetually. And an average email list, every single subscriber would generate somewhere around $12 per year for your business. So now to that 1,000 people, we've had 100 sign up. And if you do that quick math, 100 people times $12, you've now got an asset that's worth $1,200 to your business just because we asked for people's contact information. The second part of contact is website optimization. So this is all that stuff that you hear about. I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail here, but you want to make sure you have very clear product pages. You have really good images. You have reviews, which is one of my favorite things that I've seen increase conversion significantly. A product on a website without a review compared to one that has 5 reviews has an increase in conversion rate of 270%. So do yourself a favor and make sure that you have some form that's collecting reviews after people purchase. And one of my additional favorite pieces on a website experience to present to people is driving really high engagement events. Things like seasonal collections, new product launches, and clearance events. So people go to your website, some people buy, and we've got even more people that we now have their contact information for. That follows into the next step of ACRO, which is relationship. Now, relationship is our opportunity to build know, like, and trust, which are the 3 things that are key ingredients in every single purchase. If somebody doesn't know who you are, they can't buy from you. If they don't like you, they're probably going to go the other direction. And if they simply don't trust you, especially online, they're not going to buy from you because maybe they don't think they're even going to get the product they bought. So here's how we do it. Email, SMS and retargeting ads are your primary channels that you're going to use to build relationship with people. This will consistently drive your brand and build know, like, and trust to all these people in your ecosystem over a long period of time. Every single week, 3 emails, 2 SMS messages every single month, and consistent retargeting that will engage people on social media where they are without them ever having to come back to you, sign up for an email, or give you their phone number. And a huge takeaway that I need you to take for relationship building is that personalization is much better than volume. So when you are doing a relationship building, whether it's emails, SMS, or your retargeting ads, segment your buyers by specific things that they told you about themselves when they came to your website. Now you may think to yourself, I didn't have anybody say anything about who they are when they came to their website. But there's 2 key things that you can use to segment without ever asking them a question. Number 1, how recently has it been since they engaged with you? Did they go to your website and add something to their cart? Did they view specific products? You can use that as a basis for the things that they are interested in and segment the content that you're sending them to that specific product category. For example, if I'm a clothing brand and let's say I sell men's clothing, if I go to a website and look at the t-shirts that company's selling, I would be a lot more engaged with the emails, texts, and even retargeting ads that they send me based on t-shirts that I was looking at on the website, whether it was the exact t-shirt or similar t-shirts I might also be interested in. Another way to segment people would be based on their shopping behavior, or what I call intent. So somebody came to your website and they added a product to their cart yesterday. That person's going to convert at a much higher rate when you send emails, do retargeting ads. So focus your time on getting in front of those people as a key priority. And clearly the goal with all of our marketing is that we want to try to get people to buy from us, which leads to the next step. All of this leads up to this last point, which is offer, and it's the 4th step in the ACRO Framework. I was at a conference once and I heard somebody speak, and I honestly don't remember who it was, but he spoke up on stage and he said, the more offers you make people, the more you will sell. And it makes sense. The more you ask people to buy something, of course you're going to get more people that say yes. If you're not asking people to buy, of course nobody's going to buy. So this is our opportunity to ask people to buy. After we've gotten people into our ecosystem, we've got their contact information, they've engaged, and we've built relationship with them so they have know, like, and trust with us as a brand, we've earned the right to be able to ask them to buy from us. And here's how it works. We make an offer. Might be new arrivals, product launches, seasonal promotions, VIP access, and then we go back to delivering value, building more relationship with somebody. Keep in mind that every single time you ask somebody to buy something, it takes a little bit of goodwill away from everything that you've done to build a relationship with them. When I was in college, I swear every single one of my friends got somehow roped into an MLM. And no matter how long I was friends with them, the second they tried to pitch me on the opportunity to buy from them or become a salesperson for their MLM, our relationship went to shit. Keep that in mind every single time you ask somebody to buy something from you, whether it's in an email or an ad or a text, that goodwill starts depleting itself because you tried to take value from them. So then we cycle back to building more relationship with them. We deliver value, so we give them more information about our brand. We give them proof through testimonials, user-generated content, reviews that people have given us, and it builds up that goodwill again, so people are primed for us to be able to ask them to buy again. And then this cycle just goes round and round and round. And one of the key things that I see people doing in the offer space right now is you stack urgency with exclusivity. So this is things like pre-launch lists. So when you launch a new product, don't just launch that product. You make a big deal of it and you do a pre-launch where you say, you know what, here's what we're launching, and build up momentum. So when people do get to the point of buying, you have a waiting list of people that are already wanting to buy and get their hands on that shiny new thing. This is a strategy that we've successfully used with multiple different brands. So when they launch new products, they went from just launching it and putting it into the rest of their product collections to building up demand before the product actually went for sale. And now we consistently sell out of every new launch. So how about we tie all this together? Here's what it would look like in action. And this is the standard for e-commerce marketing, implementing the ACRO framework. So what does it look like? On the A, you've got Facebook ads. This is a goldmine for Shopify brands if you do it right. And most of the time doing it right has to do with everything that you're doing after you start advertising on Facebook. So once people come to our website from a Facebook ad, we're going to have both the opportunity for them to buy and a really high converting opt-in form. On the back end of that opt-in form, we again have a really high converting welcome series that drives value while at the same time giving them an incentive to buy. Then we engage Facebook retargeting. So really low cost, high return ads that get in front of the people on your website engaging in shopping behavior. One of the things that I love about Facebook retargeting is that when people go to your website, it tracks every single action on your website. So when they go back to social media, it's going to show them the same exact product they were looking at on your website directly in that Facebook ad. And those just crush in terms of results. And lastly, we get to making offers. So we have a 72-hour sale that we're running. We engage in this entire ecosystem and you start building up people in your list, building your email list, your SMS database, your pixel data on Facebook. So now we have a whole ecosystem of people that have engaged with our brand. The Facebook ads just put fuel on the fire of everything else that we've set up on the back end. So that's it. And if you want some help installing the ACRO marketing system into your Shopify business, I'll drop a link down below in the description.